This account is a blast from the past. This account we used to do on Saturday morning summons every few weeks, few months, whatever. There was this running gag about Lederhosen and German stuff. So yeah, this is New Server's account. Some of you may recognize it. Some of you that have not been playing for a billion years, like I have, might not recognize it and have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's a blast from the past. Anyway, we have some summons. We're gonna pop the summons and we're going to see. I think he stopped playing and he started playing again, something like that. We will see what we have going on. You might have memed me back in the day over my Lederhosen. Might have, definitely back after a 4-year hiatus and progressed more in the past 2 months than in the first couple of years. Yeah, that's how Summoner War works nowadays. I mean, you do still hit a wall at a certain point, but you can blow through the past. What used to be like 3 years of progress, you can do in like, I want to say 6 months. Honestly, it's probably like 3 months because it was so. In the first few years of the game, it was so impossible to get runes. Like it's runes suck now. I mean, runes always suck, but we had 5-star runes on things. Like people don't even bother putting 5-star runes on anything anymore. We would use a lot of 5-star runes because the rune drop rates were nowhere near what they are now. New players have no idea what I'm talking about. Old players yeah, like they made so many improvements over the past decade to runes. They kept increasing every couple years. They would do a rune drop increase. We only had B10 dungeons back in the day. You could farm B10 and get 4-star runes. 4-star runes from B10. 4-star blue runes. So, put that into perspective that you could make the same. Looking back on it is really not saying very much. It was just really, really disgustingly bad rune drops back when it first started. But you know, it was very, very rare to get even a 6-star legendary rune. Now you get them you get them many, many, many times a day. But back in the day, it was very, very rare to just get one at all. Even it was garbage. We were using white slot 2 speed with nothing. It's crazy, man. This is traumatic times. But we still, for whatever reason, we played. So, yeah. Back after a 4-year hiatus, progressed more in the past 2 months than the first couple of years. Sad to hear you're leaving Summoner for YouTube. It's a wave of nostalgia watching your videos these past couple months since I've come back. Well, I'm still going to be doing YouTube, but yeah. Wants mostly just good lightning. Need lots of skills. Oh, by the way, a water vampire is a good unit now. Well, he said he'd been playing for a couple months. He probably figured that out by now. But yeah, not a meme anymore. He was one of the worst units. Now he's one of the best units. Weird how that happens. What else? Susano's pretty good now too. Susano used to be not good. Mostly good lightning, lots of scales, preferably new 4-star monsters from the last 4 years. Also want bombers. Malacca, excuse me. Any puppeteers, any sky surfers, use best judgment. Just leave my dupe panda for siege. Let's see what other 4-stars he's missing. Let's put some of this stuff in. Where is the storage? We used to not even have all these storages and buildings and whatever's we have now. Rainbow Mon storage, sealed shrine, like all that stuff used to not exist. Artifacts didn't exist. Grinds in the beginning of the game did not exist. That wasn't a thing. So very much. All of this stuff here, that Dimension Hole didn't exist. Hayden Forest, Faerun Castle, Mount Runar, Chiruka Remains also did not exist. Guild content in the beginning couple of years didn't exist. So Tartarus didn't exist. Slime didn't exist. What else? Yeah. TOA Hard and Hell both didn't exist in the very beginning of the game. What am I looking for? I kind of got off topic, didn't I? What 4 stars? Ooh, he needs this. He needs a Kaki. Phrasing. I don't know, guys. Phrasing. Ooh, Water Poison Master. Another. Oh, Water Poison Master. Water Dryad. Those are going to be 2 solid units. What else? The very, very new ones for... Is he missing any 3 stars? I don't think he's missing 3 stars. He is missing 3 stars. He's missing the Light Bear. Well, Light Bear is easy to get. It's a secret dungeon. He's missing a Light Bounty Hunter. Wow, it's crazy. We've summoned for him plenty of times. That's why it's crazy. Martial Artist, Mummy. Not like their top tier premium units, but... Still crazy. Crazy that we have not got them. So, it used to be even hard. It's still not easy to get LD scrolls, but it used to be even harder to get LD scrolls. Again, there was no, like, events were stingier. They would not give anywhere near as many mystical scrolls as they do now. There was no Summoner's Way. There was no Transcendent Scrolls. There was no Legendary Tributes. There was no Summoning Stones. Back in the very beginning of the game, there was Mysticals, LDs. There was not Legendary Scrolls. That was not a thing yet in the beginning of the game. Definitely no Transcendence or SWC Scrolls or like anything. Basically nothing. There was basically nothing in the game. Monster Pieces existed since the beginning though, because secret dungeons were always a thing. But yeah, it's crazy. Just crazy thinking back, like going back and looking at how bare bones the game was. But that was kind of its beauty, is that it was very bare bones and it was very simple and it was just not overly complex. You could be very casual and enjoy it because everyone is very casual. Everyone sucked. Everyone's accounts were garbage. In today's terms, they were absolute garbage. Like a terrible casual account right now would be better than a legend account from the first few months of the game. As long as the terrible casual player actually played the game a little bit. Yeah. Oh, we're getting nothing. Okay, so we're off to a great start. Not any new 4 stars, not any 5 stars. They just don't like him. They've decided. Like, yeah, you left for 4 years. Screw you. You got nothing. Amazing. Amazing. All of these 3 stars he's summoned plenty of times before. Jeez. There were a lot of debuffs that weren't even in the game in the beginning. There were some debuffs that, I think some debuffs changed the way they work also. Dots were a thing. Dots were how we beat every dungeon in the very beginning. We didn't have enough stats. We didn't have enough damage. We were like, dots, this is the only way. The only way we're going to be able to do the 100,000 damage to this boss is through continuous damage, because our units are doing 200 damage each. It was rough. It was rough. Again, no grinds, no gems, no artifacts. No to any of that. We are getting really nothing. Wow. This is sad. I'm going to upload this regardless, just because I think it's a fun nostalgic trip back from the past. Clearly, Comtros did not get the memo that they should be giving him new not even new units, just lightning. They're like, we're going to give you the same. The rates were always the same. The rates, I don't think they ever changed. That's the one thing Comtros will never change, is the summon rates. Always bad. No pity. Jeez. It's really a bit brutal now. Did he even get a water vampire? I don't think he even got a water vampire. Okay. let's take a little break from the summon portal. Clearly they don't like him. Can we jiggle something? No, they're not even the same transmog. And he leaves the game in a week. Unless he gets an LD5. Well, I really can't speak for him. But yeah, not the greatest rates. Not the greatest RNG. Rates are the same. Rates are rates. But not the greatest luck today for this. Jeez. Wind Sniper, not a bad unit. Situational though. Wind Sniper is actually a pretty decent unit against Light Sea Emperor and also Light Oracle. He can go through the invincibility. He's also pretty good against Moore because Moore will trigger his... Oh, here we go. I feel like he's going to want to bast it, to be honest. It's new. This was a thing if he's been playing for a long time and he's coming back to the game. This is probably a unit that he's possibly wanted for a while, I would imagine. So I'm just going to put myself in his shoes and be like, wow, I wanted a bastard for so long. Because on the Asia server account, we have wanted a bastard for so long, right? We have Megan, we have Draco, but still wanted a bastard. So I think he'll be happy with that. We also don't know what Draco is going to actually do. So Megan 2A is nice, but Bastard's still Bastard. Oh, here we go. Suitcase Girl. I'm sorry, Devil Maiden. Suitcase Girl. She is a suitcase girl, though. Don't tell me she's not. She's a little emo girl planning for a trip on a train. I don't know why, but she's definitely going on a train. You don't bring a suitcase like that and go on an airplane. You bring a suitcase like that if you're going on a like cross-country train journey. Maybe I have very specific ideas of what a train journey is like. I've never actually been on a train. Fun fact, I've never been on a train. For those of you that are actually, for the three of you that are watching, one of those being from Europe, your mind is probably blown right now. Because in Europe, trains are a big thing, right? In America, I mean, people go on trains every so... Maybe not every so often. Some people use trains in the United States. But in Europe, I think it's much more popular. Especially going from one country to the next. Or at least that is what media would make it seem. In America, is like most of the time we go on trains for like subways. So I've been on a subway train. I shouldn't say that. I've been on a subway train, but not like a big train that goes long distances. So I guess I have been on a train. So I'm such a liar. I have to correct myself. Subway is kind of a different experience though, because you're traveling underground in a city. You're not like leaving the city and going somewhere else. I suppose it depends on the train and the tunnel, like where the train goes, but the trains that I've been on are subway trains underground. Imagine subway trains underground in one city, like New York or Boston. I think that's the only ones. But never been on a like long adventure train of like, I need to get somewhere 1,000 miles away. I'm going to go on a train. Let's pop these fire ones. Also want bombers. Wait, was the other... No, it wasn't a bomber that we... that we got rid of. I assume that the Devil Maiden is... I don't know that the Devil Maiden is new, but I assume that it is. Because new unit. Right? They wanted puppeteers. He wanted puppeteers and sky surfers. Any puppeteer, any sky surfer. Even the fire puppeteer. I still don't like the fire puppeteer. I'm not a fan. I just don't like... I don't like that debuff. I think if they change the way the debuff works, that would be a different story. Okay, more floppy dogs. Dokebi princesses. Nope. That bastard. Maybe he'll be angry. Well, he didn't say. He did not say that that he wanted the brand new Dokebis. So if he said it, we would have chose that. I just feel like for someone playing for a long time, Bastet was probably pretty high on his wish list at some point. Oh, all these Elven Rangers. Okay. And more Dokebi Princess, more Dookie Princess. LDs. Can we jiggle? Can we jiggle some Elven Rangers? Seems solid. Seems like a good choice. Penguin Knight, Werewolf, Penguin Knight, Bearman. Okay, clearly a bad choice. Jiggling those. Okay, we're gonna get Megan. We're gonna get Megan. We can't have any of this nonsense. Let's go monster. Poor Megan, she's not going to give us any RNG today because we chose Bastet. Oh, you got the little shiny, little swirly boy there. Not the greatest RNG. At best, it's not bad, but Dark Frankenstein, that's new, right? Oh my god. Okay, they're not going to give him any. Okay, here's the LD Lightning. LD5. Let's see it. Well, Dark Cobalt Bomber, be careful what you wish for. He did say that he wanted bombers. So, he referenced the Malacca show. That's what you get when you ask for Malaccas. Sad that we only got one. And it was... I mean, it's a usable unit. Don't get me wrong. Sadly, anytime I try to use something like that, he either gets outsped by something like Ethna or... Oh, I thought that was going to be crazy. Nat 5. Or... well, many, not just Ethna. Ethna, Water Puppeteer, Sekhmet, Ashir. So many things can outspeed that on Swift. Or Hey Gang, which is brutal. Or Vertiheal and Veramos. Or so many. There's so many. Juno. Or yeah, there's just too many things that are too rough for him to deal with nowadays. So you have to kind of make sure you use him. Make sure you follow him up with something that you can't use him everywhere. How's that? You can't use him everywhere. Once in a blue moon. See, we got a Bastet here. I mean, we didn't get a Bastet, but Bastet was one of the SWC scroll wishes. So, why just the fire puppeteer of all the units? Because she strips and she bombs, right? Is that why? Puppeteers, sky surfers. I want to switch this off with something that's not something that's better. Like, he just... Oops, I accidentally took that out. Wow, so crazy. So crazy that that happened. Use best judgment. My best judgment is that there's better things than the fire puppeteer for you. Okay? That's my best judgment. And I accidentally may have taken that out. Oopsies. I kind of want to put this in. But also Shungpong is a really solid, and Savannah's a really solid unit. Yeah. We're not going to get anything shiny anyway, so. Let's do that. What else do we have? Oh no, wait a second. I'm assuming he's just trying to put the this is important. This water poison master is really good too though. Yeah. Let's see. Wait, do we have other scrolls? Okay, we could take him out. Good. We got him. What did we take out? Oh, I remember what we took out. This one. So we have 5 legendary attributes. Let's do those first before the SWCs. And I don't know that you necessarily want to do that. He didn't say anything about those, so we are not going to. Let's get some juicy. Super juicy. Okay, Triana. Skogul. Oh! LD5! Dark Pudding Princess! Wow! Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. Dark Pudding Princess, congratulations. I'm glad. This is a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's been, we've been doing summons for him for so long. He deserves it. Now Contras is, doesn't have to worry about him leaving the game. Not that they were probably that worried about him specifically leaving the game, but yeah, that's what happens when you leave the game for several years. You come back and you get LD5. Fun fact. That's not a fact. That's just me talking out my butt. Okay, 2 Transcendence. Let's see. Oh, he's still got... what does he have here? Water Vampire. So OP. We're going to farm plenty of these. Alright. Let's see what we get from the 2 Transcendence. Camila. And well, let's see if Camila's a dupe. He's my dupe panda for Siege. He didn't say anything if Camila's a dupe. Oh, Camila's not a dupe. Okay. Congratulations. LD5 though, and that's a decent LD5. Oh, we got a very meta Nat 5. Very meta Water on Muji. Unless it is a dupe as well. Let's find out. Nope, looks new. Yeah, solid units, solid summons. I don't know why I said like the summons. Yeah. Bastet, which he wanted. Shizuka, which is ridiculously good. And then also Dark Pudding Princess. We've got the Oblivion, and we have the Strip and decrease attack speed and absorb attack bar. Very, very nice. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad we got some good stuff for him. Hope you guys get some LD5s too. I'll see you as always in the next one.